sucks, man. It does. I'm scared. All people do is fuck with me. They fuck with me all day. I get stressed out. I get stressed out. People's like,
dating life. What the hell you want to know about that?
have you ever been turned down by somebody you thought you were better looking than?
This is that one. This is the girl that's the whole like. She's a little bit religious, which we know is not really a Wings thing, but and she was a virgin, and she was the one. And you actually had concerns about seeing this girl because she was so perfect that she might be your last girl.
Yeah.
I got one. I got a picture of one that turned me down. And I was giving her charity in my eyes.
Exactly. Like, everyone's had
Check this one out. Check this one out. I'm not putting her name or anything out there, but look at this girl. Like, you know,
What's her
this
fucking
might be
name?
why
What's
you're
her
here.
fucking name?
What's her
Her
goddamn name?
I'm not gonna give the full name. Her name's
Tell
Kelly.
it to
All right,
Kelly.
put in the chat. Put in the chat so that I know it.
All right,
Kelly the
guys.
cunt.
Oh God.
Kyle could ride.
Does she know you do this show?
She does know if I do this show.
Oh,
Kelly,
was
Kelly,
that-
I
Kelly-
have your whole name. Wings can't save you now, cunt. Tell the story.
Are you gonna...
Ugh.
Oh, you put it in the chat here. Okay. Do you mind if I bring it up real quick?
Wow.
Oh, well, there it is, everybody. There's for you to enjoy.
Oh my god! Yeah, not interested.
Tell me, am I better looking than her?
Much. I would make out with you before her. Just letting you know, Wings.
I would make out with you before her, beard and all. So she texted me, "Is like, you want to hang out?" So I had to make a decision right there because the idea was I was going to stay and was going to grill out at Stan's house after we fixed the car. So I decided, stay.
Wait, what were you grilling?
She lives in a town far, far away. It's like an hour and 15
What's
minutes.
the name
what
of
about
the
a
town?
galaxy?
Socastee.
Sockasty. All right, Sockasty. Yeah, okay.
I've got enough information on Kelly to come take care of her now.
So I drive an hour and 15 minutes, and during this drive, well, first off, I didn't leave Stan's house till about 5, and she did, and then she stops doing it. So I decided to drive up to her place at that point because I'm like, why the hell would she? Because I was skeptical at this point because at this point they had I don't know if you ever use like a Facebook. They have that locator where it kind of tells you where somebody's at when they're actually sending you messages.
Okay.
Because she works in Merle's Inlet, and the locator was saying she was in Myrtle Beach.
So Kelly works in Merle's Inlet. Go on.
And so the locator says she's in Myrtle Beach. So I right there hit my bullshit right away. I'm like, she's not at work no more. So I drive up there, and I notice the parking lot's empty. The place is closed. Nobody's there. So I'm like, this bitch is lying to me.
Yes.
So I'm sending her text messages. I'm like, how much longer do you have to be at work?
That is a good question.
Yeah,
I mean, at least I wash my fucking face.
I knew a girl like that in she went to my high school and she had a like.
Always surprised, man. Like, and those are the ones that you have to look astonished at. It's like, bitch, deleted my email?
well, it's real easy. It's real easy when it comes to that point to just get up and turn around and say, well, all right,
Like, okay.
That's a reality check.
If anything, here's my number and let me know where you're at in a year because I'm just curious. I don't want to date you anymore. I'm just curious to know where the hell you're gonna be in a year. That's the next I was.
I feel bad when I look at a person like that. I'm very open with the people I date. Like, if I think I'm better looking than you, so what? I'm better looking than you. You might be a great person. Personality. I give personality a chance to ring true.
How about this? I have a segue into a
Question.
And she sends another lie to me, and I take a picture of the parking lot and I send it to her.
Wait, that's good. You get him to commit to the lie and commit to another lie.
And then
like
did she reply after that?
She did, and then she said she got scared because of the missed phone calls, and she was sorry, and I told her she hurt my feelings, and I basically had to drive home.
So wait, where was she then?
I don't know where she was at. She didn't
She's in Myrtle
really.
Beach.
She was in Myrtle Beach somewhere, but Myrtle Beach is a big town.
We'll find her.
I could
Or
help you
Sharif.
guys find her. I know her last
Can we get
name.
Sharif's phone number? Can we hit him up?
She did you wrong, man. She let
Yeah,
you on.
that's
She
true.
had you drive out there. She doesn't live near you.
She doesn't live near me even when I'm at home. So it's still 45-minute drive when I'm in Conway.
It's
It's
bullshit.
shitty behavior. When you have someone come out, it doesn't matter and it doesn't sound like you did anything wrong at all, Wings. I will say that. But when you invite somebody over, I mean,
Now, how many calls
That's
across how
bullshit.
many hours, Wings? Just so we can get an idea.
It went down. I'm started at 5:15. I went 5:15. By the time I gave up, it was about 8 o'clock. I called 4 times.
So 2 hours and 45 minutes, almost 3 hours, 4 calls.
Right. 4
When
calls total.
you were driving, how far from where you were, or how far from home? Let's just say, were you away from? How far away from your home were you to go meet this chick?
I'm gonna say 60 miles is the top end because I know Loris from Conway is like 27 miles, and then Conway to Socastee is something like 26 or 27
I think
miles.
I know everything I need to know here, right? She said, come on out. You texted her. Then she started lying about not being there. She came with some bullshit thing. I was afraid of the missed calls. I'm not buying that either.
Wings is getting married?
Yeah.
To who?
And I guess it also turned out that she has cancer and she's about to have a cancer surgery this spring. Meanwhile, he just bought her a ring, even though they told him not to buy a ring. And I guess she wants kids immediately, whereas he doesn't want kids at all. And he claimed that she was a nurse who made, quote, bank, and now he was going to have expendable income and free health insurance. And at no point do you see him like, oh, I love this person so much. We have such a deep connection. I want to spend the rest of my life with him. It's more like free health insurance, and I'll have
It's more
somebody.
like it's financially advantageous.
Yeah, he's looking at the financial advantages of this relationship. She is a very, very religious person.
Wings is not.
Wings is not at all. He's an atheist.
And he seems to not just be like an agnostic, whatever, but like a hardcore fuck religion.
That's Priscilla. I told you the other day she said she got COVID. What? I told you about that one.
Yeah, sure you did.
Did you not tell me when I told you Priscilla had COVID?
You didn't tell me that.
I did tell you that.
Did not. You didn't tell me she messaged you.
How else would she tell me she had COVID?
Maybe she put it as her status.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Whatever.
Kind of want to be single, don't you?
No. Wings of unfaithfulness. It's not even that. It's not even that serious. It's more like Kelly of jealousy. Anybody with a female name.
Ray wants to know what your thoughts are on your pic.
What's my thoughts on my leaked dick pic? I don't give a shit. Everybody knows how big my dick is. There's a reason I've always said it was the thick 6. It's small as fuck. Like, I understand the picture you seen was a terrible one. Like, I was messaging this girl in, 2015?
Are you sure it's yours if you haven't seen yours in years?
I can verify it's mine. The dick pic that was sent actually wasn't it fully erect, honestly. Like, it was like on a chub. How big do you think my penis is? Would you say it's more 6 inches?
I don't know.
Would you say it's the length of the water bottle?
I don't know.
You could answer it.
I don't know.
How don't you know? You see it.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Wings of spousal abuse.
Yeah.
Don't make me tell him what you're doing under the table to my foot. How would she know?
How would she know?
Yeah. Let's move on from this convo.
You're the one who wanted to point it out.
What?
What?
I agree, Veer. Let's move on from this conversation. He will not do an OnlyFans if he wants to stay married. What?
They're trying to say I got a small penis, and you won't back me up.
Why are you worried about that? Who needs to care how big your penis is but your wife? That's it. So why worry about what they think? You do stupid things, make stupid choices, you deal with stupid
Okay.
reactions. It's time for me to exit.
Why? You came here to drop that bombshell. Like you won't even answer the penis question.
Kyle, what was your kind of visceral take? Your face is an enigma right now. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that his wife is a real scumbag motherfucker. I think that she has no concept of when the mob is at the door with the fucking pitchforks and torches. The only words that should be coming out of your dumb whore mouth are, my husband's dick is so goddamn big I can barely take it. It's so girthy that it makes me feel like a virgin every time. We play that song from Madonna, Like a Virgin, and I cry after he's done pounding me out and making me feel like a virgin with his girthy, thick, veiny, heavy so I can barely lift it.
Yeah.
And that's what you say. That's what you say, you dumbass.
Say something supportive.
You terrible
His
wife.
back.
You terrible excuse for a fucking partner. That's what you say. I hope he divorces you. You are the worst partner. You are the worst imaginable partner. Okay? You terrible. Terrible. In front of a stream of people who are like mocking him openly, you defend the man you supposedly claim to love, you dumbass. You dumbass. Okay? We've all given him a hard time. But when like the wolves are at the door and you're supposed to be his partner in crime, you don't fucking join the mob. You don't pick up a fucking torch. You stand next to your guy.
Yeah.
Trash.
She seemed
trash
to be
human
like,
being.
As I totally agree with you, 1,000,000%. I think we all do, because that is just like gutless to see in real time a mob of people attacking your husband and not go to bat. And you could tell, like, at least maybe I'm reading into it too much, but I could see her in the video reading chat, and it's like, if your wife or husband or whatever the situation is, your partner in life is getting attacked by a stream, you certainly don't wait for mean commenters and then use that as your barometer of what your response will be. Like, she almost seemed to be doing holier than thou, too cool for school. And he's like, well, come on, give me some backup. And she's, whatever you say, does that make you happy now? And it's like, fuck you, absolutely fuck you. Either you're so tone deaf and stupid that you didn't realize that you needed to go to bat for him right there, or you're not that stupid, you're just a shit person who takes cues from an anonymous hater on Twitch as to what your response is going to be instead of being there for your husband. So
let's get it before you keep going. The missing context on what you said was, he's like, baby, tell him I have a big dick. And she's like, his dick is big, it's girthy, it's fine. And that's when she said, are you happy now? Which undid all of the sing-songy, sarcastic praise that she gave her.
And that's after 4 minutes of her like dancing around it and being a jealous, like being like, oh, this is when you were just running around. Like this is before, this is back when you wouldn't give him the time of day. Is what it was, when he was like trying to like find a woman to love him. And you were off gallivanting around, whopping around, fucking, you piece of shit. You piece of shit.
I need some airtime. This is important. My head went to a place where neither of you seem to go, which is, why is she doing this, right? And there's two possible answers. She could be just emotionally and idiotic, right? I don't think that's it. I don't think anyone's that emotionally dumb. She could be just buckling under the pressure of...
He's overt. He stinks, and when he's in ironic sense, is he
that's what we're trying to... We just got yesterday confirmation. He essentially told us that he would choose streaming any day over Kelly.
Of course.
Yeah, we had this convo with him like for an hour.
The only reason, listen, I heard through the grapevine that the only reason that they even are a thing, get this, he supposedly made a deal with her that if she married him, he had some property to give, right?
Right.
So like, kind of like bait and switch. He didn't have shit to give, but he kind of led her to believe he did. And now they're just stuck in this like, well, even if I divorce him, I won't get shit fucking whole. And she's heavy trolling on the dude. She's heavy trolling him like all the time. I bumped into her at Walmart one time and she went on a 20-minute tirade about how he's a fucking disgusting pig, and he stinks, and when he sleeps, he fucking snores, and how uncomfortable it is fucking living with the guy. Like, like, why in the fuck are you married
The
to
more
this guy?
details, the better. By the way, if you're
If
telling us
that's the
this.
fucking case, you know. And then there's
what
the
did you
rumor about
say?
her cheating. Then there's rumors about her cheating.
What,
And I mean,
within
it's like
Conway or like online? Because there's
like the online shit. I mean, come on, dude. She's not out there tricking or anything. I don't think, but for sure she's talking to other people. I mean,
yeah, she's floated around online. I mean, last night he was trying to. I myself am married, and he was telling me that it's normal for him to see Kelly flirt right in front of him.
That's not normal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, not for a married person.
And she's, I mean, I'd say it's about mutual. I feel like the marriage was to get at each other, really.
I think Jody really just needed somebody, and he was desperate, so he doesn't really care if it's real love.
Yeah, well, and he also wants a little bit of a tax break, because if he's married and his wife's there as a burden, he can claim more tax money and pay less. And
people were saying it was a health for health insurance that.
Yeah, oh yeah. All she has to do is do a basic 9 to 5 for 25 hours, and he can just piggyback off her health insurance. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, he doesn't do anything that wouldn't benefit him.
Is this common in Conway?
Common?
Yeah.
Like
just in the and at least not just Conway, but in surrounding areas, that something that it's common for people to do.
You mean like marry for insurance purposes?
Yeah,
no,
marry
that's
for
not
just
like
benefits.
a thing. That's not like a thing that people do. It's normally, it's like, because we have those horrible laws here, we still have a couple horrible laws on the books about marriage between gay people here. So, like the same-sex marriage shit is about the only thing that you really have issue with here. But no, I guess not fucking.
So like
it feels like to me
really
that was the reason why he did it.
You really met Kelly like 2 weeks ago at Walmart, and she started shitting on Wings.
I bumped into her 2 weeks ago. Me and my wife bumped into her and him it was less than a month ago. And she was, at that time, she made a couple jokes in the couple minutes we were kind of sitting there chatting about his fucking dick pic that got leaked.
If you don't mind me, just for verification, all right? Like I'm trusting your word, but I just want to know, just for verification, so you're legit.
I was asking him, I was like, "Hey, what you been into, dude?" And she just was like, "Well, he's recently he's getting like bad shit because of some dick pic that he supposedly sent to a girl," and he was like super uncomfortable about the whole fucking conversation. You could tell, because like she was trolling him right in front of his face. It was kind of pathetic in a way, but I mean, if you deserve it, you deserve it. Shit, but
like IRL, or have you seen the videos online?
Oh, I haven't seen very much of the stuff online. I saw enough of the more incriminating stuff that was featured in pics. But in doing so, she was like size shaming him, like right to our face. Like
she did say that online as well.
Why would you even?
Say it was big.
She said it was what was it? She said it was like why in the hell would someone send a dick pic like that anyways? Like, if you've got something to show off, you send it, type vibe. I was like, what the fuck? She's like saying this shit right about him, right in front of us. My wife would never say shit like that. It don't matter if I've got a fucking cocktail weenie between my legs. My wife, if you asked her...
Probably, just that she's probably like, oh, like she's never seen his dick. Yeah, she says she's like trying to take off on it or something.
No, she didn't say that, but I mean, she had shit really as far as a social media presence, and then now she's got a TikTok and she's starting to like jump in on his live streams and shit. She knows that the trolls are clipping her, her face on.
Yeah, I mean it's possible Wings has TikTok and these allegations are true.
Kyle, yeah, there's been a bunch of drama all around the YouTube community, and
goodness,
we wanted to jump into it. You're
goodness,
a resident expert.
I guess I guess I am. Yeah, so I don't follow Wings much. I stay pretty busy, and I honestly don't I don't look into it too much, and I don't have a lot of friends who do either. But someone sent me that video last night, and I sent it to you guys after watching it because I was kind of gobsmacked by it, and we've all been kind of discussing it, and like we were talking about like, should we even talk about this? Like it's kind of fucked, but like my point was, if we do talk about it, this is an in defense of Wings conversation. This isn't a Wings attacking conversation, because let me just kind of lay out, like I just saw one video. I don't know like if there's more to it than what I know.
No, this is enough to decide fully.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
I like it. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have judgments.
So like we saw this video last night, and I guess the short and long of it is that Wings' wife had been carrying on sort of a flirty relationship with some of his moderators, his Twitch moderators, I suppose,
Discord
in the Twitch moderator Discord that they have. And like to the point where like they were driving together and she wouldn't show him her phone because she's like having like private conversation with one of his fucking mods.
Like, you boo, you know I love you. This is right here is honest flirting. This again, honest flirting. This is one day after Valentine's Day, and I just bought her diamond earrings. Look at the dates. See, January 30th. Can we call this? Could be anybody adding the text here. This is when Joe Man came to visit us, and I don't know what they're trying to get right here. It says yes.
And he's like, "Tell
That's
me who
bizarre.
the fuck you're talking to. Tell me who this is, so I can demod them." And she's like, "Well, how about I just leave the Discord, and then that way it's not an issue anymore." And I guess he agreed to that, so she left the Discord. And I'm a little confused with the timeline. Like maybe she continued talking to these people, but there's all these screenshots of her like having flirty conversations with these dudes. And
posting unflattering pictures of Wings, which is definitely like if you find out that like Woody, you're like nodding, like you know in your heart of hearts there's a 0% chance that Jackie ever would take an unflattering photo of you and then be like laughing with her friends behind your back in a mocking way, like look at a load of this loser.
That's
kind of thing.
That's what like hits me so hard, right? So I can imagine a universe where someone, and don't make it Jackie or me, just is like flirty or something, or you know, hits it back with the waitress or waiter, and it was never meant to be like a real betrayal or whatever. It was just flattered by the attention, and it happened. This was over the course of days and weeks, flirting, talking, referring to one of the moderators as her future husband and her backup plan and stuff like that. And it was like this. Is an
there was that
ongoing
meme.
emotional affair almost.
like sending that meme where it's the two dogs from Lady and the Tramp like kissing, eating the spaghetti.
Jordy got a new best friend. I see how it is. They'll be going on dates together soon. And like this is Kelly's things right here. And this is Matthew. Matthew, he's not with us no more because he couldn't handle the trolls.
Like it's a
"This could
be
be us,"
flirty kind of thing.
She said those words like, "This could be us," or "This is us."
So we both get our own plate of spaghetti, a really big one.
and the thing about the unflattering pictures, like that hit me so hard. It like,
that's good.
You're supposed to be on the same team. You're supposed to be on the same team as a husband and wife. You know, you're supposed to. Jackie and I once played this the Newlywed game. It was like at a bar environment and with this and that, and we're like, the answer to every penis related question is huge. Huge, gigantic. It came up one time, we won. That was same team, right? There was no like mocking, teasing, or whatever. No. We make each other look good. And
United front, always.
She's sending like unflattering pictures of him to people that don't seem to have his best interests in mind. That's a betrayal.
It's like him sitting on the couch, like in an unflattering angle, and I think that either the text or I don't know. In my voice, I hear her. In my head, I hear her voice, but maybe I was just reading text, and that's how my brain works. But like she said something like, "He doesn't want to diet, y'all," and it's like, well, god damn, isn't this man like getting it from every angle every time he goes online? Does he really need to be getting it from his wife behind his back with the small bastion of people who are also supposed to have his back, his fucking Twitch moderators? It's like, god damn.
Yeah, he should have she should be offering some solace from all the attacks he's getting. So when he gets off, he's like, all right, at least I'm back on team us, where we're going to get along, and I can decompress with all that stress instead of finding out like, oh, god damn it, you've been doing this too.
Right.
Like
I need to have like the moral fortitude. I need to have the backbone to stand up to the attacks I get at home. Are the attacks nonstop? Like you're supposed to be my support system. I am out there facing the crowd, facing the world who wants nothing more than to fucking stick me with daggers all the time. And when I stop streaming, now you do too? The fuck?
Yeah. He's at war at home and abroad.
Yes. Yes. He's fighting a two-front war.
It works both ways. Yeah.
I don't know.
I got the. It took me a second. It took me a second, right?
Why is it that it's always Discord mods? Like that's a joke, right? Like my kitten, my sweet princess kitten. Like it's me, your Discord mod here to help. Like why is it always Discord mods that are it's like IRC like moderator abuse back in the day, or like old forum posts where it's like, I'll give you like super user if you fucking cyber with me. It's like, it just bothers me so much.
Back when it was like, oh, well, I started the NASCAR forum, and if you want the VIP badge, you're gonna have to pretend to be a furry with me for half an hour.
I'm in.
Sorry, there's no other IRC NASCAR chats. Do you not want to talk about NASCAR? Everyone you're gonna talk about NASCAR with has done this also. Don't feel alone.
Yes, master. Should I put the harness on now? Not until you clean out your stall. It's filthy.
This sport isn't even worth it. The hockey forum's only making me send dick pics. Not even with pay. In there.
Anyway,
pretty shitty situation.
Super fucked up. Super fucked up.
Really bad for him.
Like that's the first I had heard in a long time. I remember there was something a while back about like she was like crying in the background while he's streaming, like not wanting him to stream. And it's like, come on, he's working. Why are you crying all the time? Like she's always crying.
He says that. That was the barometric pressure thing, right?
Oh,
it's like she cries when the barometric pressure changes. There's something very close to that.
Yeah.
What they don't understand is my wife will cry at the change of barometric pressure in the atmosphere.
Yeah, she's a big crybaby. Just a big cry. There's a screenshot that one of us posted in the chat here that I'm looking at right now. Just she's crying there. She's always crying.
Dude, I don't know. Am I a monster? Because I get calloused. Okay, touche. You're a good point. But it's like I get a little callous to the over crying thing. I don't know.
It's desensitizing. No, I mean, even if it is a very valid thing, like you got to throw it in there with this. God, this is such a crazy example, but like after a while, if you're working at a funeral home, like being around death doesn't bother you. It's just you're going to be desensitized to something if it happens so often, especially when it's something that's supposed to be as severe or at least as alarming as somebody crying in front of you, right? Like
if you cry like I frown, I stop giving a fuck about your tears.
Right, exactly. It's no longer impactful or important. It's just another day, another thing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got to keep it special.
Yeah.
It's like when you talk to a boomer in an email and they don't quite get exclamation points.
Yeah.
And it's like you're screaming at me like, oh, I'm so excited to get this report from you. And it's like, I know, I'm working on it. Like
4 exclamations. Love you. Yeah.
Put an emoji.
Hey, some of these attacks are hitting a little close to home. All right? I was on board with the anti-crying thing, but exclamation points are just good fun.
Just letting you know I'm engaged with the conversation and eager.
Why use 1 when you can use 3? They're free.
Oh my god.
I feel like that is like a mutual thing that like so many people, like in the business world, they end every single email with like, "Thank you." Like and I'm like, you just gave me a really emphatic thank you. You're making me give you an emphatic thank you because I can't give you a regular thank you or I'll feel rude.
I like the standard best comma, and then you're like best, like just
best
with best. Just don't talk to me. Just there's my signature. Or the worst is at least working with people who in the music industry think that they are from the UK, but they're not. So they'll say like, "Cheers, mate," and I'm like, "You're from LA." Like you can't. This is so weird.
I like to leave it at the end with a nice "in Christ."
In Christ.
Tucker, I was gonna when my turn came, I was gonna mention Cheers too, but with at Cisco I worked with a lot of people who were international.
Oh,
so they'd be either Australian.
No, because it's gonna be more than 5 minutes.
Okay, well then you at least need to get off the top.
Can you please stop?
Will you please stop?
Please stop.
I'm good with you shutting me out.
Whatever. He's like staring at
What you mad at me for?
What is this kid texting me for? Tell unlimited UAV, what da da.
I don't think you're taking my doctor's appointment seriously enough.
Who the hell is Wings of Wendy's?
What do you mean?
I'm really scared about it.
I don't even know what this motherfucker is.
You haven't got bad news yet. There's no reason to worry about until there's bad news.
You're not even acknowledging it. You worry about everything else.
Baby, we'll deal with it.
Drone has located a
You're
bomb.
gonna be okay. We'll deal with it. Tell her everything's gonna be okay. Like,
Yeah,
she's stressed
no
out
shot.
about. She has to have a CT scan.
See all of that new Wings stuff where I guess they found some old podcast type thing he did where there's some like chubby girl and then a guy and Wings and they're talking about stuff and Wings is like he's like he's telling a story, it's a podcast, it's what it looks like because I just saw a clip someone sent me.
Yeah.
And he's like, you want to see something fucked up? You want to see something fucked up? You want to see this bitch turn me down last night? He's like let me show you. He goes, y'all ever been turned down by a bitch that ain't got no business turning you down because she's uglier than you? let me show you this bitch that turned me down. I ain't gonna say her name or anything. I'm just gonna show her a picture. And so he throws up a picture of the woman he's married to now, his current wife, and he says, she didn't want anything to do with me. Am I not better looking than this ugly bitch? I'm paraphrasing a bit, but then the girl and the guy he's like podcasting with goes, yeah, Jordy, she's a dog or
She's
whatever.
a dog.
They back him up,
She's
right?
a dog. Your life
and
is
what
a
it was,
ugly dog.
and that is the woman that he is married to.
So he accidentally brought up the wrong picture?
No.
It was her.
Let me complete the timeline because I don't want anybody to misunderstand this tomfoolery.
It was before they were together.
Oh.
I'm making up years, but it's just to complete a timeline. It doesn't fucking matter. In 2016, Wings was trying to date this girl and she like rejected him or cut him off or like it didn't work out or something like that. He came full circle and went back to one that he claimed he had thrown back into the pond, but I guess it was somebody that had thrown him back into the pond and got her to marry him. So he says he's settling, but it sounds like he had to go get her again because she had rejected him initially. So they've both
another
settled,
layer to the
they've
Wings
both
onion.
settled low as possible.
Poor guy.
Somehow, in their own opinions. In their own
Oh,
opinion.
that is a brutal clip. He pulled up a picture of his now wife.
Yeah.
And he's
Not a
that's-
flattering one.
Yeah.
It looks
Certainly
like
not.
it
Called her
looks-
ugly to the whole world.
It looks like she's doing. All right, I don't want to be that mean. It's not a flattering photo. That's fair to say.
I'm sure she's a very kind-hearted, sweet girl.
Oh,
I'm sure.
That's just because of the diabetes, though. Her blood sugar. When her tears dry, it's like little crystals of sugar.
What is it like? What is it like to be like, on the internet for 10 years? You guys have your own.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it tastes so good. I want more. I know my tummy says I'm full, but it tastes so good that I want to eat more. The doctor says that I'm getting out of shape. I'll get in shape soon. I just want to have a few more bites of this yummy food. My body is beautiful. I'm beautiful.